God bless you, Pastor Sal here once again. I wanted to thank you for being a part of our church here in Bethpage. You know, God's doing some wonderful things in our services, and I just wanted to keep you apprised of a few upcoming events I think all of you need to know about. This coming Sunday, in both of our services, we have a guest speaker, Jesse Comrie. I think that most of you know Jesse Comrie. He was our keynote speaker at our 100th anniversary last year, and he did such a wonderful job. You know, he's a missionary evangelist, and he always comes with a fresh word from the Lord. And so I'm looking forward to this coming Sunday's service for a word in season for my life, for the life of my family, the life of my community of faith. Don't miss the service this coming Sunday, Jesse Comrie, 9 and 10:30 a.m. Also, I think most of you realize our life groups are starting up the end of September, and this is the book that we'll be asking you to get, Facing Down Your Giants, and it's available at the Welcome Center for every person that has signed up for life groups. I believe there's still room for a few people. I think that life groups are a wonderful way to connect with one another. I think that's something that we have to do more often than not, to connect with one another, because we are stronger together than we are alone. And so if you have not joined a life group, if you've never been to a life group, I just encourage you and challenge you that this fall, get into a life group. It will change your life. I often say that on Thursday evenings, when I join my life group, it's some of the finest times I can have with Christian brothers and sisters in the Lord. Also, I want to keep you apprised of a great event coming up. I know that Pastor Paul and Nicole mentioned this in our announcements, but I want to make mention of it once again as your pastor and as your friends. You know, we need to make sure that our marriages are strong. And God wants a strong marriage and not a weak marriage. I think that's obvious. And there's so many marriages in our congregation that need to be strengthened. I know my marriage needs to be strengthened. I know that Pastor Paul's marriage needs to be strengthened. And we're the leaders. And so we're inviting you to come out for our marriage conference, November 3rd and 4th. It begins Friday evening, 7:30 to 9:30. And then, of course, on Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., there'll be breakfast served. There'll be lunch served. There'll also be childcare. And so we want to make sure that every couple has the opportunity to come. It's going to be very little cost to each couple. And I know God's going to do some wonderful things in our marriages. Listen, our church will only be as strong as husbands and wives are strong. And God has been moving in such a wonderful way. I'm so encouraged to see what God is doing here at Experience Church. Don't forget our Wednesday evening prayer. I mean, if you can make it out for a half hour or an hour or even 5 minutes, just peek into that prayer meeting. Between 50 and 70 people have been praying on Wednesday evenings, and the young people have been leading the worship. It's one of my favorite nights of the week as well. And so, again, as your pastor, I just wanted to let you know how much I love you, how much I care for you, and how much God cares for you, and we're praying for you. God bless you, and hope you have a great fall.